Stop waiting for the perfect partner to practice your English and build your confidence. Today, you will discover how to start speaking fluently completely by yourself. Here we go.
Hey Liam, quick question. Is it possible to become fluent alone?
Yes, absolutely. And honestly, a lot of people improve faster alone because they practice more consistently and stop depending on other people.
Really? I always thought I needed someone to talk to every day, or my English would never improve.
That is exactly what many learners believe. And that belief creates procrastination and a speaking block because people keep waiting for the perfect partner instead of practicing.
Wow, that actually sounds like me, because sometimes I spend more time looking for people to practice with than actually speaking English.
And the truth is that many students use the lack of a partner as an excuse, when the real problem is not knowing how to practice alone.
So you mean the problem is not being alone, but not having a system?
Yes. You see, when you know what to do, your brain starts building confidence little by little, and English becomes part of your routine instead of something stressful.
But what should I even say when I'm alone? Because every time I try, my mind goes completely blank.
That is one of the biggest problems learners have, because they think they need deep conversations, when actually, simple daily English is enough.
Amazing. So what's the best way to start speaking alone without feeling weird?
Before I tell you that, don't forget to hit the like button. It's really important to us.
I almost forgot. So what can you tell me about my question?
The best technique is called Narrate Your Life, and it means describing your actions in English during your normal routine.
Why does the Narrate Your Life method actually work so well?
Because your brain learns faster when English is connected to reality. That's why many language coaches use this method to build natural speaking habits.
Really? Just describing my day is enough?
Yes, absolutely. Because speaking about your real life helps your brain create faster and more automatic English responses naturally.
Can you give me some examples?
Of course. You can say things like, I'm making coffee. Now I'm opening my laptop. Or, I need to answer some emails.
Wow, those sentences are actually very simple.
Yeah. Fluency is not built with difficult words. Fluency is built in small, daily moments.
That sounds much easier than trying to create perfect conversations in my head.
And that is the point. Because perfection creates pressure, while simple repetition creates confidence.
But doesn't it feel strange talking to yourself in English?
At first, yes, absolutely. And many learners even feel embarrassed when nobody is around. But after a few days, your brain starts accepting English as something natural.
Interesting. So the discomfort disappears with repetition?
Yes, because confidence comes from familiarity, and your brain relaxes when something becomes normal.
So I should basically walk around my house saying simple things in English?
Sure. And the more connected the sentences are to your real life, the faster your speaking becomes automatic.
Wow, I never realized simple sentences could be so powerful.
Most learners underestimate simple English because they think fluency means sounding advanced all the time.
Right. Sometimes I feel bad because my English is too basic.
Basic English spoken confidently is much more powerful than advanced English spoken with fear.
That actually makes me feel better.
Good, because confidence grows when you stop trying to impress people and start focusing on communication.
But what if I understand English well and still can't speak naturally?
That usually happens because of passive learning overload.
passive learning overload?
Yes. Many learners spend hours watching videos, binge watching series, and listening to podcasts, but they never respond actively.
Wow, that is literally me again.
Your brain becomes good at recognizing English, but not producing English.
So, understanding English and speaking English are different skills?
For sure. Listening helps you understand English, while speaking helps you own English.
So, how can I force myself to speak more naturally?
There is another powerful technique called pause and respond.
How does it work?
You watch a short video, pause after a question, and answer out loud immediately.
Can you show me an example?
Of course. Imagine the video asks, "What did you do today?" And then you answer, "Today I worked, studied English, and went to the gym."
Wow, that actually sounds practical and realistic.
Your brain starts creating spontaneous responses instead of waiting for perfect grammar.
But what if I answer slowly?
Slow is completely fine because fluency is built step by step.
But what about pronunciation? Because honestly, I'm scared of sounding wrong.
That fear is extremely common, and many learners avoid speaking because of accent insecurity.
Right? Sometimes I feel embarrassed even before opening my mouth.
And that emotional pressure creates tension, which actually makes pronunciation harder.
Wow, that is true.
The best technique for pronunciation confidence is shadowing.
How does shadowing work?
You choose a short audio, listen carefully, and repeat immediately, trying to copy the rhythm, emotion, and pronunciation.
So it's like acting.
Sure, you are training your mouth, ears, and timing together.
Interesting. And should I repeat slowly at first?
Yes, absolutely. Because your mouth needs training, not just your brain.
Wow, I love that sentence.
It's true, because pronunciation is physical, and your muscles need repetition.
So I should imitate native speakers exactly.
Yes, copy their pauses, energy, and intonation as closely as possible.
That actually sounds fun.
It becomes very fun, because you stop studying English mechanically, and you start feeling the language emotionally.
But what if I study a lot and still forget everything after a few days?
That usually happens because learners study without real repetition in daily life.
So my brain receives information but never uses it enough.
Exactly. Information without repetition disappears very quickly.
Interesting. So what is the best way to repeat English naturally every day?
A very powerful method is daily micro-conversations.
What are daily micro-conversations?
They are tiny imaginary dialogues you practice during your routine every single day.
Can you give me an example?
Sure. You can say, "Hi, how are you?" Then answer, "I'm good, thanks." And continue with, "What are your plans today?"
Wow, that sounds simple but effective.
Yeah, because repetition creates automation, and automation creates fluency.
So I can practice these conversations in front of the mirror?
Yes, in front of the mirror, in the car, while walking, or even while cooking.
But what if I still feel nervous speaking out loud alone?
That feeling is normal in the beginning, because your brain is entering unfamiliar territory.
So confidence comes after action and not before action?
Absolutely. Most people wait to feel confident before speaking, but confidence is created by speaking repeatedly.
Wow, that changes everything.
You see, The learners who improve the fastest are usually not the most talented, they are simply the most consistent.
So, if someone practices daily, speaks alone, and surrounds themselves with English, they can truly improve?
Yes, absolutely, and much faster than they expect, if they stay consistent.
Interesting. What is the biggest mistake learners should avoid from now on?
Waiting for the perfect moment, perfect confidence, or perfect partner before speaking.
Wow, that is so true.
Progress starts the moment you begin using English, imperfectly, but consistently.
So, the secret is action?
You got it. Small daily actions repeated consistently over time create real fluency.
Can you give me a final tip that is the most important habit someone should build after this video?
Start recording your own voice in English every single day, even for just 1 minute.
Why is that so powerful?
Recording yourself forces you to think, speak, and listen to your own English at the same time.
Wow, I never thought about that.
And the best part is that you start noticing your progress little by little, which builds real confidence.
But what should someone talk about in those recordings?
Anything simple and real, like your day, your plans, your opinions, or something funny that happened to you.
So basically speaking naturally instead of trying to sound perfect?
Yeah, natural speaking practice is what creates real communication skills.
And should learners listen to their recordings too?
Absolutely. Because when you listen to yourself, you begin noticing hesitation, repeated mistakes, and moments where you already sound much more natural.
Wow, that actually sounds like a very smart way to improve alone.
It is. And many fluent learners improve quickly because they create constant feedback for themselves, instead of waiting for corrections all the time.
Wow, I think this tip can really help people practice English differently. If you could give one final message to learners trying to speak English alone, what would it be?
Do not wait to feel ready, because confidence is built through practice, and the fastest learners are the most consistent ones.
Wow, that was honestly inspiring. Now what comes next?
I have a challenge for you.
For real?
Yes! Click on the next video on your screen and discover if you know these 20 words. If you don't hesitate, your English is already one step ahead.
Now I'm curious. I'll see you there.
See ya! Bye!